12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson. He shakes it off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Third and 12.
Jackson now. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw is Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in for 2 yards out.
And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, nice move.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Crazy. Here goes throw.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
From the gun, it's May.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Down to the 10.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Williams being motioned left. Looking to throw. May. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Lamar changing the look. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
To about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Finding Walker complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The toss left side for Mitchell.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Gain of 6. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second down and 4. Mitchell now off the option.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Down Jackson. Now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
May looking to run.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 5.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Kyle Williams,
54 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Ravens 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
and not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing here is May.
Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the
He'll drop to throw.
and the Patriot first down.
May looking to run.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Third and 4. In motion left comes Williams. From the gun on third down is May. Oh, first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing the risk.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance
gets it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
An option give now to Mitchell.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Harris.
He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Go get him, Roy.
Off play action. Harris. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw with May.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the shotgun, it's May.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down, New England.
From the shotgun, May with it.
Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Ravens 17. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Walker has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Ready? Let go.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Henderson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Well, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And that will be incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Going deep for Walker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Left side caught by Diggs. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. they tend to leave him in.
Once more with Henderson. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Henderson. Well, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Get on! 180! Get on! 180!
Jackson going deep for Walker. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
1st down.
Go ahead.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
No, we changed it. To what? 180. 180.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
180. 13.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, know, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
180.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A drive killer there. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A quick throw there is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. As they're down big here in the fourth, they had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Again, it's Henderson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. Jack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's good for our Patriots.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win,